teams each, maybe some spreads, money lines, totals, whatever that is. We're going to hit on them all. Lock them in right now before they change, assuming they change in the right direction. I think they will, Eric, and we're here to break it all down.
Yeah, I'm excited to go. I've got 3 as well. I've got one team that I'm surprised that you're not on here as well. We've got some.
I am.
Oh, you are on this team.
That wasn't me insulting you. No, that was when I asked about that. I said, let's go, baby. I'm all about it. Yeah.
All right. You can't have a Dawkins jersey on your wall. You can't have it be bright Eagles green and not be backing the Eagles week 1. Maybe I should just go first then here in this spot. I think if we're going to just fire it off.
Let's do it. Yeah, texts and DMs are tough when it comes to context. You know what I mean?
It's true.
We got 3 each, and I think we got some really good ones. Yep, it's week 1. Ways out, but it's going to be here before you know it. This is like Christmas Eve for the next couple. It's an extended Christmas Eve. And then for me, as a kid, waking up on Christmas, seeing all the gifts under the present, what a wonderful experience. Now it's week 1. It's that Sunday of week 1 every year that I look forward to more than anything. I'm pretty serious about that too. So it's going to be here. I want to be locked into some good spots when it gets here. Eric, you go first, man. Start us off with your first one for week 1 game line, and you can find these odds pretty much anywhere. But if you go to oddshopper.com, we got everything covered, totally free. You can track your bets, set up watch lists. You can type in players' names and pull all of their props up. Whatever you want to do, player futures, team futures, we got you covered. Oddshopper.com. Check that out today. Go ahead, man.
So I'm going to embrace some unknowns in week 1. I think there's probably 2 good rules of thumbs just to look at week 1 bets. You either want to go with the things that you really feel like you know, or you want to go with the things that you don't think anybody knows anything about. I don't think anybody knows what this Philadelphia Eagles team is, plus 3.5 going up against Atlanta. I'm telling you, this is just a weird number to me because Atlanta, we kind of know who they are. They are a run funnel defense. That's going to be what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to contain Jalen Hurts in the spot. It just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me that we're seeing 3.5 for them, given how bad this defense is. They didn't make any adjustments. They didn't get anybody in the offseason. Their only big notable signing for Atlanta was Duron Harmon, a safety who got absolutely lit up by the Detroit Lions last season throughout the entire year. They had the 4th most yards that they surrendered on the season, almost all of those through the air, because they were the 6th fewest rushing yards that they gave up for the season. So now let's just talk about the Philadelphia side of this. Completely new regime in there. Nick Sirianni. I don't know exactly what he's going to be doing, how much he's bringing in. Frank Reich called the plays in Indianapolis. I'm not sure how that's going to translate for Philadelphia, but what I do know is from a skill position standpoint, we're getting a healthy Jalen Reagor, which I don't know what that looks like. Devonta Smith, how's his game going to translate to the NFL? I just know he was unbelievable at Alabama. I'm willing to embrace a lot of these unknowns. You're giving me plus 3.5 against a team that I know has a bad defense in Atlanta. Sign me up for it every day of the week.
Jalen Reagor not at practice the first day, or not at training camp for the first day, but listen, that doesn't mean anything, right? I think he had like lower body tightness, whatever that means. I don't think you're crazy. If the Eagles are capable of staying healthy, that's what it comes down to. The offensive line last year had no Dillard, no Brandon Brooks, an injured Lane Johnson. Jason Peters was exhumed from the grave to come and stand on the line and get beat every single day of the week. So there are pluses here. The only thing is, like, Jalen Hurts had the 2nd lowest completion percentage behind, ahead of only Jared Stidham, who attempted 21 passes.
How many games did he play, though? That's the question.
Well, no. This is from weeks 14 through 17 is what I isolated.
Gotcha.
I'm not saying that bothers me. When you're what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Awesemo Odds channel, where we're talking NBA draft tonight. It's a watch party. I'm Dave Loughlin, hanging out with all you beautiful people. And yes, we are having some drinks tonight, a little vodka and Sprite, along with Josh Engelman. He's got something going on in the koozie right now, and we're just having some fun. 2021 draft, Josh, and all I can think about throughout all of this is over the next 7 years, the Oklahoma Thunder have 36 picks and 18 first rounders. Right? That is, if you can't find success with that formula, then you just send yourself down to the G League.
They're going to be in good shape. I can't wait. Sam Presti's a genius, or at least he's a genius at acquiring. But you should win by default, honestly. That's all you got to do. Just draft it. Look, as many bites as you could take. It worked out for Philly, sort of.
No, it didn't. That fucking
It kind of did.
No, Jaleel Okafor, top 3 pick. That dude can't even beat he went into the Olympics, right? They were relying on Jordan Nora to put up a huge game. Okay. Who did they play? I bet Nigeria. They're up by 13 and they come back and they get smoked. I can't even remember who they played.
He is on Nigeria, if that helps you at all.
That's what I'm saying. No, it absolutely didn't help me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's on Nigeria and was just a colossal disaster. Who the hell did they play? Somebody could tell me. I mean, I don't even. Oh, Germany. They played Germany. Yeah, Isak Bongo. Look, they had Okafor, Markel Fultz. Okay, who everyone was crowning. There was a guy on Twitter last year that was like, he might be the best two-way player in the league. Now, come on, that's absurd. Who else did they draft? Nerlens Noel.
Yeah, I can't do this.
Why?
I can't do this right now. You're driving me crazy.
Won't be there.
It worked. It worked as well as you could hope that it could work.
I am the biggest proponent and advocate of the Sixers tank, okay? I very simply was all about it. I remember calling into a Philly sports radio station once, right? Late at night, I'm coming back from a hockey game. My hockey games were at like 9 or 10. It's late. Stopping at Wawa to get a gobbler for those of you in the Northeast. Shout out. You know what I'm talking about. So I go to get one of those. I'm sitting in the parking lot. I'm on hold. They put you on hold forever. And I call in, and I'm talking, I think it was Jody Mack over in Philly.
I thought you were going to tell me it was Eitan.
No, it wasn't Eitan. And I told him, I was like, the tank is going to work in the sense that why do you want to be caught in basketball purgatory? Like, why do you want Evan Turner and Spencer Hawes and Thad Young and Andre Iguodala as your starting lineup? You go 41 and 41 every year. And he's like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an absolute bozo. I was like, listen, where do you plan on going with this team? You want to keep getting the 16th pick every year? I won't forget this. Some guy calls in after me and he goes, man, I want what that guy's smoking. And I'm thinking, these people are just absolute buffoons, but I'm the idiot, right? Like, I'm the idiot who wants to get top 3 draft picks for 5 straight years. I can't control who they pick.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that guy did not want what you were smoking whenever that was happening.
Nah, I'd been good for a long time.
Just checking.
For a long time. Yeah, I mean, that was the tank, man. I'm 34 now. That ended at
that was a
21.
long time ago now.
It was a long time ago, but Sam Hinkie is a legend around these ways. The NBA forced him out.
Yeah, all to get a Colangelo.
Who find a new lean, fella.
Oof.
Anyway, we're happy to have you guys with us as you keep coming in. We got the draft starting very shortly, and we're gonna break down everything as it comes in. I'm sure Adrian Wojnarowski and Sham Sharania will make sure to let us know long before the picks actually come in. So if you don't want that and you actually enjoy watching the picks as they come in, to me it doesn't really matter. Turn your notifications off for those guys because they'll ruin a draft for you if you actually enjoy it.
Well, get ready because we're also going to ruin that draft for you because the moment I see one of those tweets, I'm going to talk about it.
That's all right. You know what? With the delay we're on, I don't think it'll make a difference.
Dude, I don't know, man. They announced the 3rd pick like 45 minutes before it happens.
Yeah, that's not very fun. Patrick Ladshaw says,
the draft as a visual sucks.
It does. He says, "What do you?" And that's why we're here to have some fun with it, right? Make it enjoyable.
Yeah, of course.
So, what are you drinking? I got a vodka and Sprite today. I'm just going a little light, and I ran out all my Jameson.
I've got a grapefruit hard kombucha.
Okay. By the way, Brad Miller hit a walk-off home run in extra innings today. Walk-off grand slam. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. They're still in it, baby. What are you guys drinking? Same question as always. What are we drinking tonight? Everyone's got to have something going on. I was in a tornado warning today.
Yeah, and then you sent a picture of a house that was wrecked that wasn't real.
Yeah, I sent one to my producer and Josh. I said, I'm going to need coverage. Sent him a picture of a house that was in absolute disrepair, ruins, collapsed to the ground. Did you believe
Unreal. I mean, did I believe it? No, not in the slightest. I'm not going to bite on that. I mean, nothing. 50% of the things that you say to me, I can never take seriously. So no, I'm not going to bite on that.
I thought it was pretty funny.
The idea that you would take a picture of your house in rubble, like you somehow got out of it, took the picture, and made sure to send it to us. It might as well have been stamped with like the Getty watermark.
I actually checked to make sure there weren't any watermarks before I sent it. But yeah, I thought it was funny. Yeah, I have a morbid sense of humor. You know what I mean? So when are we getting started, Josh? We get started at 8. What time do you think the first pick will actually be in?
I have no idea. I mean, it's already in theory. It's Cade Cunningham. Spoiler alert. It's
gotta be, right? I mean, Detroit just traded Mason Plumlee. They might be looking for a center. You know, they get Mobley in there. I'm kidding. Have they, you know what I was?
I mean, I would trade down, but that's neither here nor there.
Would you?
Yeah, unquestionably.
So you don't think Cade Cunningham is? You think the equity that you would get in a first round pick on a trade down is worth a lot more than Cade Cunningham is over like a Suggs or a Green or a Mobley or something like that? Is that what you're saying?
I would be more than happy to get any one of the top 3. There's so much sort of variability on it. And like, I do think that Cunningham would be the priority of the 3, but I don't think that he's some standout guy. I think there's a path to high level talent coming out of Green or Mobley, not so much Suggs. So like if I could, you could probably get a haul. I wouldn't even care if I got a haul. But if I was just like, hey, Cavs, give me Isaac Okoro, a first round pick, and we go from 1 to 3. Like I'd be just as happy to get to Mobley or Green and take those 2 extra assets. It wouldn't bother me at all. I don't think we can be as confident about the error bars on any of those 3 guys. I don't think that we're as confident projecting these guys forward to think that the separation is so clear right now.
Patrick says, not what I was expecting when I said I was drinking vodka and Sprite. Maybe he's talking about yours. I don't know, but I don't have anything left, Patrick, because I drank it all when Josh and I did 3 straight live shows in 5 days.
Yeah, I'm not knocking back another half bottle of Henny XO. By the way, Spencer Dinwiddie interested in playing with Bradley Beal on the Wizards.
That's interesting. Interesting. They can pay them all in crypto and Bitcoin. I love that, by the way. I'm all about it.
Oh yeah, obviously. So am I. Also, the Wizards would be a better basketball team next year than they were this past year.
With Dinwiddie over Westbrook?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
And all of the other additional dudes that they got too. It's not just like Westbrook. Like I would rather have Dinwiddie than Westbrook, full stop. Plus you get Kyle Kuzma and KCP and Montrezl Harrell. Yeah, unquestionably better.
You know, I was thinking though, Detroit obviously is, in a sense, if they don't trade back, they're obligated to take Cade Cunningham here. Is this a spot where you just kind of give up on Killian Hayes, or do you try and start him at the 2 and just hope that he develops into a much better player than he was last year?
I mean, Cade Cunningham's not a point guard. He's a guy that handles the ball, but he's 6.
Well, he's listed as a point guard. He's
throw that stuff in the garbage. You are what you guard. You are what you guard.
Sure. You know he weighs more than Evan Mobley, who's a 7-foot center.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 6'8", 220. He's big, but I don't necessarily agree that he's not a point guard in this day's NBA. Why not? Like, why not?
There's nothing wrong with playing 5 guys that can create their own shot. You need 5 guys that are able to guard up and down the positional spectrum. That's the fit. There's nobody's ever had too many guys that can dribble.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's the case, but would you rather have Cade Cunningham play off the ball more? I mean, listen, no matter what, if you have multiple playmakers that can create their own shot as well, there's always going to be the cream always rises to the top. There's always going to be one guy that brings the ball up the court more, that is more effective as a point guard. It feels like Cade Cunningham would still be that guy over Killian Hayes based on what we saw in year 1.
You just want it to be both of them.
Yeah,
that's the dream scenario.
I mean, I suppose you could stagger him too, but I don't know. Killian Hayes had a rough year. You know what his effective field goal percentage was?
Nothing good.
40%.
Yeah. I mean, that was to be expected. Great. Well, look, all rookies suck.
42% true. That's not true.
Sort of true.
All rookies suck.
They're rarely better than average. Yeah, maybe 1-2 rookies at a time playing a legitimate amount of minutes that grade out as a better than average player in their rookie year. Yeah, it's not. The NBA is hard, man.
Yeah, he's a 7th overall pick. I mean, I don't know.
Look, he had a torn. I think he had a partially torn labrum in his hip. Like that's not. It's not like he was just playing.
For him, why don't you?
The boss man is just driving around here. Nobody knows this yet, but he's just in a car.
That's awesome. He'll
probably in an Uber on his way to something. I don't know.
Yeah, Alan
in like a vault full of money, like Scrooge McDuck.
Alan says, "Hey guys, I could care less about the draft, but hey, it's you guys. Hey, appreciate that, man. Appreciate.
Hey, don't forget, we could pop those tweets up on the screen, or not tweets, messages.
Oh, that's right. Who figured that? Was it you that figured that out the other day when we were doing?
It was me. There it is. There it is.
That is some good stuff right there. I love it.
Finally got a real producer, and no Jordan, thank God.
Yeah, well, Chris.
Now Jordan's in chat. Never mind. I was just kidding, man.
Chris has been doing this before we were born.
Yeah. Just kidding, Jordan.
So I am curious, and the reason there's no badges is this is the Awesemo odds channel, not the regular Awesemo channel.
Don't worry, we'll hit you guys up for badges there too.
Yeah, don't worry.
Non-transferable. You gotta get all 3. They're like Pokemon. You got to catch them all.
I was reading an article and there was this comment. You've heard this before, right? Like, where does the draft begin? Okay, and what that means essentially is where does it stop becoming predictable? And this year's kind of interesting in a sense because where does it stop becoming predictable? Like, Cade Cunningham, yes. Like, do you think Green goes second to Houston?
So, in theory, I don't think it matters the order of the first 3 guys. Like the expectation is Cunningham, Green, Mobley, but nobody's jaw should be on the ground if somehow the Rockets take Mobley because it doesn't matter.
Wouldn't you put
the place where it was going to be weird?
Wouldn't you put Suggs in there as well?
No shot in the top 3.
No. I'm saying in the top 4. Don't you don't think he goes 4, or you think he could fall out of the 4?
So it seems now that he is going to be going 4 to the Raptors.
That's what I'm saying.
There had been a lot of murmurs that Scotty Barnes was getting looked at for the Raps at 4. So much so that he had dropped. So he's plus 500 now. Jalen Suggs now minus 700. You guys can see that on the screen. Barnes was as low as plus 200 yesterday morning to go 4th. That is a bet that I took on the breakfast menu, but I took it at 300 a couple days before that. I thought it was a very realistic scenario just because I felt like taking Jalen Suggs was just saying, all right, we're going to try to be the Raptors the same way that we were just the Raptors. When in all actuality, you could sort of turn that over to Fred VanVleet. You've now got Gary Trent in a shooting guard spot that fits. You bring in someone like Scotty Barnes, play alongside of OG Anunoby. The staff for the Raptors took OG Anunoby as a guy that could not shoot coming out of Indiana. His 3-point percentages, his free throw percentages were terrible. He shot 40% from 3 last year in the NBA on 6 attempts a game. Why not try to do that with Scotty Barnes here? Get a lethal defensive perimeter duo. That all made sense to me. Now, Scotty Barnes is probably going to be a significantly worse shooter than OG Anunoby. His form is gross, but Suggs is fine too. I just don't think that Suggs has like the upper echelon ceiling that you're looking for at 4.
Adam Silver looks like those Crypt Keeper NFTs you were collecting the other day.
I have too many different stupid NFTs at this point, man.
The ones that come out of the grave?
The deadheads?
Does he not? I mean, if he showed up on one,
I don't have the draft
that's got to be rare. Should we bring Alex in?
Might as well. Yeah, by the way, I don't have the draft on.
Okay, I do, because this is a live draft show.
I got a live Twitter feed, my brother. Boss man, what's up?
Okay.
What's up, brother? And it's up.
Fantastic start.
Hi, guys.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, your connection's about as good as the Pistons.
Chris, drop him and we'll bring him back. That was
Fantastic start. Yeah, I didn't know which one you meant. I bought a party penguin today. This one's wearing a pearl necklace and hair rollers and a pink dress. I feel like that one's going to be decent.
Yeah, you're just blowing money at this point.
Look, you're minting them for like 0.02. If one of these pops off, they pay off the whole lot. But I got a Scoop Dog Squad. I got a Canine Country Club. I'm looking at Mr. Chekhov Barkington, the pug. I got a Sewer Rat. I got a Top Dog Beach Club, some Deadheads.
Hold on, here we go.
Here we go, what? Here we go, what?
You know what bothers me, man? You know what bothers me?
You not responding to here we go?
You give these teams 5. No, I was saying he just put them on the clock. What bothers me, and hey, guys, if you haven't hit the thumbs up yet and subscribe to the channel, brand new channel here, be awesome to get us up to at least 500 subscribers today. This is we literally just launched this channel a couple days ago. So all your support is awesome. If you've been riding with Awesemo for a while, or you're new and you like betting content and all of that good stuff, hit us up with the like and a subscribe. What drives me nuts is these teams, right? They know who they're taking most cases, early on at least. Always run it down to the end. You know, NFL always run it down to the end. And you have the thing is just for media and television purposes, so you can get some analysis in. But I mean, come on, just make the fucking pick.
That's why I don't want to watch the draft, man. I don't need to watch a fluff piece about 15 different kids' lives. I just don't care.
The best though is, you know, as an Eagles fan, if you're a Raiders fan, where they'll actually draft someone and they have no cameras in their house and they're scrambling to find highlight film on them. They're like, you know, get me the day 3 highlight film stat. And they have no idea who this guy is. This happened before, by the way, like several times with the Eagles. They drafted a fucking fireman that was like 37 years old. It's the second oldest guy to ever be drafted in the first round. And they drafted, and they had
the garbage picking, field goal kicking Philadelphia phenomenon.
Yeah, no, it was Danny Watkins. They just go and then Chip Kelly did it. They're picking guys in the first round that you could get in the 4th or the 3rd. And then you
got the boss man back.
Oh, there we go.
No,
we got you.
You're finally off of 3G,
dude. So we were just driving about Lollapalooza, so I think everyone was on their phones and messing up the signal.
I feel like what you're doing is very dangerous right now. Are you behind the wheel?
No, I'm not driving. So you guys don't worry.
Okay, good.
I would have endorsed it.
Yeah, look, people do dumber stuff.
So, Alex, are you happy with Cade Cunningham, or like Josh recommended earlier, would you trade back in this draft and load up on another first-round pick?
Dude, I mean, the Thunder offered to trade Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and a first-round pick for him. So I wasn't I didn't know what to make of it because I haven't been watching the college hoops, but I know Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That guy is pretty good at basketball, so that gives me a lot of confidence in Cade Cunningham.
Josh, what about you? I've seen that comp a lot as well. But if you got offered, what would be a fair offer for the number 1 pick, which would presumably be Cade Cunningham?
I mean, it depends on who the player is. Like, if I'm the Pistons and I get offered Shai, I take Shai in a moment. I don't even think twice. But if we're talking about a haul for additional picks, it's staggering. It's absolutely staggering because you're locking in somebody with the expectation of having them for 6-7 years at a minimum before they start being mad that you're not being good and asking to get out. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's a little different with Zion.
All right. These dudes wear some wild clothing. I love it. I wish I could dress like that. I really do. I would come on to the deeper dive dressed like that if I could pull it off, Josh.
I was expecting. I wish I could dress like some of these guys. I was expecting a lot more people to be hitting me up with Westbrook takes. So far, doesn't seem like our chat is irrational yet.
In between the next one, we will definitely hit that up for sure. I mean, the question is here, Alex, if Westbrook goes to the Lakers, it's not confirmed. The deal's not done yet, right, Josh?
It can't be confirmed until August 6th, so they have the ability to expand the trade.
Okay. So, Alex, if Westbrook goes to the Lakers for Kyle Kuzma, for KCP, for Montrezl Harrell, and and the Lakers' first-round pick. Would you be on board with that, or do you think it's an egregious play by the Lakers?
I think Westbrook could fit really well on the Lakers if they start playing 3x3 in the NBA instead of 5x5.
Yeah, probably. I mean, Josh hates it. I mean, he hates it.
I do.
But I am curious. Like, if this is happening, it's probably LeBron James pulling the strings.
That's the weird part about it because, like, does LeBron watch Westbrook and be like, I want to be on the court while this guy is dribbling the ball like, over and over again?
Right. I don't understand that. Maybe he just is getting old and he's like, listen, let me take a year off.
I mean, I just don't think he cares about anybody else on his team other than stars, and he thinks that if he gets 5 guys, he'll be fine. He just happens to be wrong.
To be fair,
Go ahead, Alex.
they do, like, I mean, we saw with Brooklyn, like Kyrie, Harden, and Durant. People were like saying that's not going to work that well, but they were one of the best teams. Like, they didn't make a huge run this year, but like they were up there with anyone. So, I mean, AD, LeBron, and Westbrook compared to those guys, that seems pretty even.
If the injuries didn't happen in Brooklyn, they win the finals. I have zero doubt about that. They win. They would have mopped the floor with Atlanta, and they would have taken care of business against the Suns. Do you disagree, Josh? Oh, here we go.
I mean, they're the unquestioned favorite to me. Yeah, Shams already tweeted it.
There you go. Yeah, but not everyone's looking at that. Cade Cunningham, number 1 to the Detroit Pistons. There you have it, Alex. You guys are going to win at least 15 games this year. Get stoked. At least.
And what do you think of that Mason Plumlee trade?
Yeah, I mean, dude, they're in business. Killian Hayes, you can't beat that. So, I don't know. That was totally expected. Cade Cunningham. Okay. Good stuff. Are you pumped?
It's expected. Yeah, I mean, like, it's been a long road being a Detroit fan because they haven't made the playoffs. Like, I mean, they made the playoffs once in the past 10 years or something. Like, the best draft pick the Pistons have made was Andre Drummond in the last 10 years. So, like, at least finally now there's a lot of hope.
They made the playoffs, and who swept them? Was it Toronto? Somebody, they got swept. I know that. They got
Milwaukee did.
Was it Milwaukee? Yeah, I mean, they got embarrassed. At no point were any of those games competitive. So this is a good start. Cade Cunningham to the Pistons. It needed to happen, man. And now, is the starting backcourt going to be Killian Hayes and Cade Cunningham?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't even know.
By the way, you're not giving them enough credit for their draft history. Chris Middleton, Spencer Dinwiddie, they got a lot of guys. They just didn't keep them.
It's like the Miami.
You're right. Like,
go ahead.
Sorry, guys. This lag is killer, but yeah, it's like they have done a great job scouting talent in the second round, but then like not being able to develop them, it's mind-boggling.
Like the Miami Marlins, my God, Giancarlo Stanton, JT Realmuto, Christian Yelich. Didn't they have Luis Castillo as well? I mean, that team. If you kept those players and found a way to hold on to them, you'd be absolutely crushed. Your offense would be unstoppable. Derek Dietrich, not that he means much, but like at the time, well, I'm saying that he was in the lineup at the time. That was sure. I could and who was the D Gordon was the other one leading off, right? Kid had speed for days, and they found a way to blow that, but I don't know. Anyway, Alex, you got things going on here. Why connection's a little shaky as well, but congrats on Cade Cunningham. My best wishes for a good season in Detroit. And by the way, cannot wait to do the NFL deeper dive with you as DFS season is a month or so away.
Absolutely. Yeah, the NFL is going to be dope. And yeah, thanks for having me on here.
For sure, man. And
adios, boss. Have
wherever
fun.
You're going.
Go Pistons.
Later, guys.
Later, brother. Where did he say he was going?
I have no idea.
Man, I couldn't hear much.
No.
It's tough. I couldn't hear much. But I do know this. he was not big on Killian Hayes this year.
Oh my!
And
God.
I think it's fair. The guy, like you said, dealt with a hip injury. What's up?
The Los Angeles Dodgers are making significant progress on a deal that would send them right-hander Max Scherzer and star shortstop Trey Turner for a prospect-laden deal.
This can't be real. Are you serious?
Jeff Passan.
How do they get everybody?
I mean, so apparently the Yankees do too.
Wait, Scherzer and Trey Turner?
Yes.
How do they
Sports are hilarious, man.
This is extraordinarily
coming after 2 days of Joey Gallo and now Anthony Rizzo.
This is insane. And now I tell you what, though.
Sorry, I had to bring that up. That's
You're
just
fine.
a preposterous deal.
Phillies are going to get like Jose Quintana or something. They get everybody. I mean, I guess the Trevor Bauer thing didn't exactly benefit them, but
yeah, I couldn't have saw that one coming, I guess.
If they did, that's a problem. But
True.
Like, if Bauer was, if everything was kosher with Bauer, do you think they go out and trade for Scherzer still and just have the most stacked 5-man rotation in the history of baseball?
Are they paying Bauer?
I don't know.
If they're paying Bauer, which producer behind the scenes is nodding his head yes, then yes, I do.
Who said yes?
Chris was nodding his head yes. So I was
okay.
assuming that he was nodding his head yes to me. He could have just been listening to music or something.
No.
But yeah, I mean, if they're paying Bauer, then yeah, why? I mean, then it's no different. Wow. If you got to keep cutting the checks, then you obviously don't care.
What are the?
I'll tell you what, Max Scherzer and whoever the hell it was, Trey Turner, a lot better than Russell Westbrook.
They must have. They had to have pulled the odds on them, right? We got the second pick coming up in a minute, by the way. But let's see. Hold on. Team futures. Dodgers to win the World Series are plus 380.
It's baseball. It can only move so far.
Well, I'm just surprised they haven't pulled it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this tweet came out 3 minutes ago, so
it wouldn't be back up. It wouldn't be pulled yet. So yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, people are gonna. What do you say it was? Plus 3 what?
Plus 380.
I mean, even if people are smashing it, it's going to move to like plus 280.
All right, here we go. Jalen Green.
Bet you I know who it is.
Yeah, I mean, we all do. But Jalen Green, number 2, he's wearing this sparkly suit jacket.
He's looking good.
Man, this fella is not playing around. He's got a huge number 4 on his neck. You know what it is?
His jersey number? Oh, you don't mean what the 4 is?
No, bro. He got that G League money.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
Speaking of that G League money, did you see that high school senior quarterback from Texas that's looking to leave high school early so he can make $1 million and go to Ohio State?
No.
So Shams just announced the tweet or the Russ tweet.
I'm looking at it right now.
Russell Westbrook, a 2nd-round pick, 2 second-rounder picks for Kyle Kuzma, KCP, Montrezl Harrell, and number 22 tonight.
Wow. Russell Westbrook for a 2024 second. A 2028 second?
Yeah.
They're trading picks 7 years out. Okay. For Westbrook. No firsts then. Kuzma, Pope, Harrell, and then and the 22 tonight.
Yeah.
So let's be honest. The 2024 and 2028 second total throwaway picks. They mean nothing in the NBA. Can you agree? You don't agree?
They're good once they get to you. Like the 31st pick in the draft is a really nice pick to have. They're just like fodder for getting off of trades. So yeah, look, you want to acquire as many as you can to just ultimately cash them in.
Yeah, but ultimately they don't mean shit.
They're irrelevant for this discussion.
Right.
Yes.
The 22nd tonight, is somewhat viable. I mean, it played. You know, I look at, and you guys look, you know, when we're doing this, I am a Philly guy, Philly area guy, and I will once in a while bring them up. Tyrese Maxey was a pick in the 20s, and I'm not saying the kid's a stud, but you look at him and you say he seems well worth a late second round or late first round pick. So a lot of times people act like you can only get good picks in the lottery. It's not always true. Of course, it's a lot different than in the NFL where second, third, fourth round picks can play out, even undrafted or fifth round guys play out more than like an undrafted guy or a late second round in the NBA. But
Quickly got taken 25th last year.
Who?
Quickly.
Yeah. Chris Middleton was a second rounder.
I mean, Maxey was 21st.
There were, I think there were 5 players, right, in the starting lineup, in the starting lineups in the NBA Finals, the Bucks and the Suns. 5 players, or maybe 4, that were second round picks in the starting lineup in the finals.
Yeah.
And they weren't just all scrubs. Like one of them was Chris Middleton.
Well, the Lakers just got a scrub.
I don't know. So would you say it's a horrible trade for the Lakers?
Unquestionably.
Yeah.
I would rather do that exact same deal and get Buddy Hield without question. No. This trade does not make them better. I don't know how they score in the postseason. They already were not a great offense last year. This is, to me, the end of the Lakers having a chance to win an NBA title.
Come on. So
who do they beat?
Well,
how do they beat them?
But in saying that, you're suggesting it makes them worse than they currently are.
Yes.
Worse.
Yeah. How do they fill out their roster? Those guys make $120 million for just those 3 guys alone. They can't, if they try to sign and trade somebody and bring them in on a sign and trade, they are hard capped. They will bring no one in at that point in time. I don't know how they fill out this roster. Are they going to match on Talen Horton-Tucker as a restricted free agent right now? Because he's
what
about
was
to
Russell
get
Westbrook's contract.
He makes $41 million this year.
Is this
and a player option for another 40? No, he's got another 40 plus next year too.
Oh.
I assume he's opting into his player option next year. You would think,
he's got
right?
2 more years.
Yes.
If this was a 1 year,
2 years, 85, we'll call it.
I'd still be against it, but my God. Anyway, we got Rimpack with us. What's going on, brother?
What's up? It's been it's much of my pleasure to see how tilted Josh has been with this Russell Westbrook trade all day long, especially the last couple hours. And it finally went down.
Yeah, he's tilted. All right. His face is actually red right now.
It's frustrating me, man.
And there's I'm probably more aligned with Josh's belief on the trade. Just because, I mean, LeBron needs shooters around him, and Buddy Hield is a really, really good shooter. Unless if Russell Westbrook overnight in the offseason starts knocking down 45% from the outside and is willing to defer the ball out of his hands, I just don't think it's the greatest fit for the Lakers.
He can't even knock down 35% from outside.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's
if he gets 35%, that's a completely different discussion. The amount of shit that he would have to step in to shoot 35% from 3 is staggering.
Evan Mobley to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He can juggle and he can backflip. That's a little tidbit thrown in on the ABC broadcast. I am a sick juggler, fellas. I mean, I got juggling skills for days.
I bet you do.
Oh, I do. Listen.
Yeah. Can you juggle these?
Will not respond to that.
Fair.
But, yeah, I mean, I probably couldn't. Couldn't find them. Anyway.
Too big.
Evan Mobley to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They go out, they draft a 7-foot, 215 big Rimpack. How are you on that? Do you like them going in and grabbing a versatile big and kind of at this point saying, you know what, maybe Garland and Sexton are the 2 guys, maybe not of the future, but at least for the time being? You know what's not surprising tonight? All of these picks could be surprising. You know what isn't surprising? Rimpack's internet freezing up.
I'm used to it.
I think Mobley's a fine pick. I think Mobley's a great pick for the Cavs. I mean, he's the best player on the board. I think it's by quite a bit. I I think Mobley being a versatile big, and I kind of was hoping the Pistons would trade out of one and kind of go towards Mobley. I think he's the second best player in the class. And I grew up a diehard Pistons fan. So Cade Cunningham, pretty much unanimous pick. But I really like Mobley's potential. I think he can develop into being a really, really good potential All-NBA type of player. And in the top 3 pick, you'll be very content with an All-NBA type of player for sure.
I think so too. I mean, Josh, it's funny how like the whole DeAndre Ayton saga has gone. At first, it looked like, my God, this dude is going to be okay. He's going to be good, but we're going to regret drafting him number 1 overall. And now it's like, well, you should still regret drafting him number 1 overall. Don't worry, I wouldn't go there. But
I would have just closed the window. I would have left. If you tried to make a case for Ayton over Luka right now, I was done.
Not at all. What I'm saying though is that you're at least looking at the Suns and going, okay, we didn't blow this pick. Now, like you blew it in terms of, would have been nice to have Doncic. Some might argue Trae Young, but DeAndre Ayton throughout the playoffs proves that he is a really good player. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, the Sacramento Kings blew that draft by taking Marvin Bagley.
Dude,
that's the problematic one.
Guy plays 16 games a year, averages 9 points. I mean, it's just not good.
Dude, Rashawn Holmes might leave the Sacramento Kings, and Bagley's still not going to be the starting center.
Is Rashawn Holmes better than Marvin Bagley?
Rashawn Holmes is legitimately good.
I know. He was on the Sixers for a little while.
Yeah.
The Pacers have acquired the 31st pick from the Bucks.
Yeah, so second.
Right, Josh?
Nailed it, baby! Nailed it! Check that number 4 pick.
Hold on. Don't say it. Let's do this as it happens.
I'm taking this one, man. I've been calling this for days.
I know.
Scotty Barnes going 4, baby. I don't care. Spoiler alert, what? I told you.
All right.
Sorry.
Dude, see, I mean, Rimpack, are you watching this right now?
It's on behind me, yeah.
All right. Would you rock that suit right there, that blue suit that Mobley has on?
I'm probably on a little bit of a delay.
I wish I could. Josh, I'm telling you, I'm envious of all of this. Like, to my wedding, I wanted to wear a straight white tux, white on white. She looked at me. She's like, I'll fucking kill you if you do that.
I'm too fired up now.
So you pretty much predicted the same thing that happened with Patrick Williams, Florida State forward, came off the bench. Same thing happened with him last year. Stock went through the roof, and here we are with Scotty Barnes. Josh?
I felt like, I talked about it a bit at the beginning of the stream. It just felt like in a more Raptors-y play to take a guy that has a bigger ceiling than Suggs did. They were basically like, why grab Suggs to just be the Kyle Lowry replacement as like this?
They really don't need a Lowry replacement.
No.
Van Vliet is a fine ball handler. He can do an excellent job. Yeah. Scotty Barnes, what do you think his potential is ceiling? Is it OG Anunoby? That'd be ideal, I think.
So I don't think. Now here's the problem. I might have gotten this pick right. I don't know how Scotty Barnes becomes a league average shooter. He's a bit broken as far as I'm concerned.
Isn't he like a 26% three-point shooter?
Yeah, but it's worse than that. It's not like it's 26, but you're like, oh, the form could be okay. Like, he looks awful while he shoots. But look, the Raptors are a fantastic organization. This is a thing that I said in my betting article, or maybe I said it on the breakfast menu. I don't remember anymore. I just said it so much that Scotty Barnes was going 4. It's hard to keep track. God, it's so crazy to think. Like, they can try to turn him into OG Anunoby. I don't think that that's going to work, but I think it's better to take the shot on a wing because you can never have too many guys. And now that they have Gary Trent, like now you don't have to play Trent at the 3. You can play him at the 2, and the the pieces fit together a little bit better. Also, is it out of the realm of possibility for Kyle Lowry to just go back to Toronto now?
That's exactly what I was just about to ask you. Like, why are we just assuming that Lowry's gone? I don't think that's a fair assumption at this point. I think it's very possible that Kyle Lowry, at least for now, stays in Toronto. And mind you, one of the potential rumored trades was that Kyle Lowry would be packaged in a Ben Simmons trade. But they go out and they draft a forward now. They don't draft a guard. Kyle Lowry's still in Toronto. I don't know. It feels like you could be legitimately dealing with another year of Kyle Lowry and Fred VanVleet in the starting backcourt.
It all depends on how big of a check they want to cut. That's really all it comes down to. Like Kyle Lowry can get paid.
Or if someone offers enough for somebody like Lowry.
Well, Lowry said years and dollars are going to matter, so we'll see how that ends up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, he was what was Suggs was minus 700, right?
Yeah, I mean, he got juiced up big time. Barnes had gone to like plus 500 or plus 600, something like that. I had it at plus 300, I believe, earlier in the week on the breakfast menu. Then recommended it again somewhere in the 200s in the betting article that we put up.
Okay. It looks like, Chris, have all of the draft props been pulled? Yeah, they're gone. We might get some later on. We might get some back on the board.
Josh, do you think 7 and 14 are both Warriors picks?
I have no idea. They can do anything at this point in time. It would surprise me, I guess. It also depends on who's available at those spots. Like if they go Franz Wagner and somebody else that can play right now, then it makes a lot more sense. Or if they take a shot on like some sort of higher upside. I just like if you've got Steph and you've got Clay and you've got Draymond right now, I'm cashing in those chips and trying to figure it out, trying to extend my window. That's me.
Well, spoiler alert, Orlando's taking another ball handling guard in Jalen Suggs at 5, keeping up with Cole Anthony, Markelle Fultz, and coming back from that ACL. We'll see. Jalen Suggs is really athletic. I think he was football player of the year at Minnesota and basketball player of the year at Minnesota. Obviously had one of the best shots in the NCAA tournament history. So, yeah, I think they just took the best player on the board type of situation.
You have to. Or you trade out of it.
I love that pick for Orlando.
By the way, P-Rag in chat says Scotty Barnes getting to go to the Raptors instead of the Magic has to be the biggest win of the draft night for anyone. Yeah, if Canada ever lets him into Canada, I mean, at this point, it might be like, hey, pal, listen, just sit it out for a couple of years, and when you're ready, we'll bring you up here. I don't know, man.
The Tampa Bay Raptors just got Scotty Barnes.
What's that?
The Tampa Raptors just got Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So who knows? I mean, we'll see. Is it so, Josh? You don't think, or Ryan? I'll ask you, both of you guys. You don't think it's feasible that like maybe because everyone was saying the perfect marriage is Scotty Barnes in Orlando, right? That's all you heard. Do you not think it's feasible that Orlando trades out of the 5th spot for a team that's in desperate need of a guard?
I mean, they're in desperate need of a guard.
Well, are they?
Yes.
Like Cole Anthony's he's not very good. He's fine.
No, hold on. That's not fair. And Josh is not allowed to disagree with me here because Josh just told me earlier in the show, well, everybody sucks in their rookie year. So he has no leg to stand on. So are we writing Cole Anthony off after year one?
No, I think he's fine in like a bench role, 12 to 16 minutes off the bench. I potentially think RJ Hampton has the biggest ceiling in terms of their
really?
Yeah, he was if he doesn't go to New Zealand and goes to college, I think he's a top 5 pick last year. He obviously has a terrible situation in New Zealand, and he just falls in the draft. He fell to Denver, and then he falls in the Aaron Gordon trade. I'm a really big believer in RJ Hampton. I think he's going to really show out as his career progresses on. I just think that Orlando just took the best player along. They're in rebuilding mode, and they just go from there. And people might have thought obviously Scotty Barnes was a perfect fit. If Scotty Barnes is there, I think they take Scotty Barnes, but he obviously goes to 4. And maybe they like they're going to get Jonathan Isaac back hopefully when he's healthy, and then they go to Chuma Okeke in the rebuild. Who knows what they do with Mo Bamba and Wendell Carter? So we'll see. I'm really interested in what Golden State's going to do with the draft. I hope Franz Wagner goes there. I watched him a lot at Michigan, and I hope Zaire Williams falls to them at 14. He was another top high school prospect. Just has a rough year. There's a lot of these top high school players just go to the wrong school. I feel like at times, and there's many players they just can't really prove how good they are. And other guys like Josh Christopher, who was I think would have been a top 10 pick if he ends up in Michigan, but he goes to Arizona State. A lot of different moving parts, and like they just look at a lot of these players just look at their recent 1-year tape at college, and so many times they just think it's not the best way to look at things for NBA draft.
Look, Chris, on the back end, I love you. I don't know who that person is responding to that Shams tweet, but the idea of thinking that they can trade a 2nd-round pick to get Duncan Robinson is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. That
Lakers
person
need to re-sign Drummond, Caruso, and Taylor Horton Tucker, and then sign and trade Schroeder, second round pick you got tonight for Duncan Robinson. And wait, where the fuck is this guy going? Oh my God. It's like a schizophrenic tweet. And then DeRozan for the minimum. After that, fill out the rest of the roster with pure. I honestly can't keep track of that.
If the Lakers called the Heat and were like, we'll give you Dennis Schroeder and a 2nd-round pick and you send back Duncan Robinson. First of all, that would be a sign-and trade that they're not able to do because of the hard cap. So first and foremost, it is impossible to do that deal. Second of all, Pat Riley would take a dump directly on the handle of the phone when he heard that.
You know, it is funny, though. He was on the NBA Top Shot stream. For those of you familiar with NBA Top Shot, it's the NBA NFT highlight, like cards. And we got Ben back here waiting in the studio to pop in. So he knows that. But Josh, you know how they bring up and Rimpeg, you know, they bring guys up and they have like professional athletes come on. I think they had Darius Garland and a few others. And one of the hosts of the NBA Top Shot show was like, you know, you are an elite NBA player. And Duncan Robinson's like, hold on. please don't call me elite. It's like, I'm not bad, but don't call me elite. And ever since then, I loved him because Duncan Robinson's a good player, but it is hilarious that, you know, he's very much willing to tell someone, please don't call me elite. Don't call me the creme de la creme of the league. But
he's about to get paid like it, man.
But we all know he isn't.
No.
Yeah. It's just the NBA worked out perfect timing for his skill set.
Absolutely.
I went to Michigan when he was there. We went to the national championship game, and he was not our best player on that team. It was Mo Wagner who carried us to the national championship game. And no one thought Duncan Robinson was going to the league when we were there. He obviously has this great story from Williams College. John Beilein gets him, and then you've heard the story over and over again. And he's going to get paid $20 million a year top, so it'll be pretty remarkable to see him get paid like that. I'm pretty impressed by him.
All right, let's see.
This is a great day. This is such a great day.
I do have a question for you guys. I mean, 10 through 14 is always really tough in the draft. What do you think the Hornets do? Obviously, they traded for Mason Plumlee. Do they take us like the center like Kai Jones or Isaiah Jackson from Kentucky? I always thought 10. Sorry, that's not 10 is with Memphis now, but the Hornets pick is I believe 11 off the top of my head.
Yeah, they go 11. So hard to say right now. I mean, if we're talking about what they need, they can kind of go in any direction. Like, what the future of that team is what? LaMelo and PJ Washington, and that's it? Like, they can fill any hole whatsoever.
Yep.
Shout out to the wife for bringing me a new kombucha.
All right.
What's up, Katie?
She's long gone, and she can't hear you.
Well, if she could.
You would have said what's up.
Before I hop off and give way to Ben, my most interesting prospects in these draft are the guy from Turkey. Is it Sengun? He's just going to, I think for DFS wise, I think we're going to go to him a lot.
Yeah.
He's just an absolute stat sheet stuffer. And then what happens with Kuminga? He's the most raw talent in the top 14, in my opinion. I think he has a huge ceiling. Obviously played in the G League Ignite. Those are the two interesting guys. It'll be interesting to see where they fall. And I hope there's like chaos. I want just keep moving around. It's going to be kind of tame so far.
Yeah, I'd love to see some big trades, right? And I'm not talking like Zaire Smith for Mikal Bridges, right? I'm talking some big stuff over here. Rimpack, before you go, Chris Karen, producing the show today, tells me that you have a mock draft.
Well, it's busted because of Scotty Barnes, but
so who do you have? Oh, here we go. I want to see who you get. Okay, so you got two mixed up. Who do we have 7 or 6 through 10? Oh, okay.
I went Buchnite, Franz
It's up on the
Wagner,
screen.
Moody, Kuminga. 10 is obviously with the Grizzlies. Josh Giddey goes to 10. Isaiah Jackson's the reach at 11. Sengun goes to the Spurs. Jalen Johnson another reach. And Zaire Williams, Stanford guy, just stays in the Bay with Golden State.
Okay. There you have it. So the Warriors got 2 picks in the top 14. I believe, Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Houston Rockets and the Thunder both have 3 picks tonight in the first round.
That sounds right to me.
I believe that
Houston's got 23 and 24. Obviously, they've already made that pick. OKC picks 6, 16, and 18.
So they both have 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's
For now. I assume they don't take all 3.
Whoa.
Hold on a second.
You saw what I saw, right?
Wow.
Yeah, that was not what. So I was expecting this to end up being Kuminga. Spoiler alert, it's not. I love that Woj's tweets are all bullshit. He can't just say that they're getting picked because he's with ESPN, so he just has to say like so and so likes him. Nonsense.
It's actually hilarious. And by the way, Shams got there before him, so it doesn't matter.
He did. 14 seconds. Well, yeah, Woj is too busy being on TV. I'm sure.
14 seconds counts, man. Is there anything more toxic than the comment section on like Adam Schefter and Woj and Shams? It's just like Shams bodied you, Woj owns you, and then it's just straight WL ratio. It is.
Both of those guys are millionaires and don't give a shit.
They don't give a fuck. But it's hilarious because all it is these people have. I mean, honestly, I don't want to know those people because they must have the most miserable,
I just think they're bots.
Lives in the world. What's that?
I think they're bots.
I think you're underestimating how many stupid people are in the United States.
A lot of them are bots.
Internationally, man. There's 7 billion people on this world. Like
a lot of them,
3.5 billion have to be below average in intelligence.
A lot of them are bots. A lot of them are not bots, like for sure. But a lot of them are definitely bots. But my God, it's awful. And then the whole LeWoat and what was it?
Please don't get me started on that. That is the most irritating thing in the world to me.
Oh, it's terrible, man.
That shows up in like things that don't even involve LeBron. That's the worst part of it.
Giddey at number 6 to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The pick's rolling in right now. Rimpack, reactions on that before we let you go.
Josh Giddey is another guy like Scotty Barnes, obviously just skyrocket in stock. I didn't expect people had Josh Giddey going later in the lottery when the draft lottery came out, but top 8 pick overall is pretty quite the stock riser in Josh Giddey. Obviously, a very, very talented Australian player. In Oklahoma City, we'll see what happens with SGA and what they do with Pokuševski. Obviously, Pokuševski and Giddey and SGA is their 3 kind of their big 3 of future at this point, I guess. And they have so many assets, and one of them it might get moved for another start in a couple years. Who knows?
36 picks in the next 7 years, 18 of them in the first round. Tells you all you need to know. Rimpack, hit him up at Rimpack on the Twitters. Thanks for hanging out as always, brother.
Thank you. Good talking, guys.
Yeah, man.
Thunder just took a shittier version of Ben Simmons.
By the way, yeah, Rimpack's basement looks sick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it looks good. Got those LEDs up there.
Oh,
now
the recessed ceiling and stuff. Yeah, it seems like a nice place to be.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd mind it.
No.
Let's bring in someone now that's got the Dumb and Dumber Snow Owl on his wall. Ben, we can't see it. Can't see it.
I moved it.
You moved where?
It's off camera. I had to replace it with the stethoscope you bought me.
Why would you remove the greatest?
I'm in the process of revamping up here, but yeah.
That was your trademark.
Sometimes you got to make a change, Luffy. What can I say?
Anyway, Ben Rossa at JazzRezDFS, our resident sports betting expert here at Awesemo. Dude, we haven't done a show in a while together.
I know. Too long. I have to do a show with Josh every day.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
But yeah. Nice
job.
Is it
unfortunate to hear that Josh calls Scotty Barnes to go forth? Yeah,
Good
so
job.
Unfortunate. It must be terrible to get that information.
Ben, have fun
days in
listening to
advance.
that every day for the next 4 months.
Well, that's why we canceled the show tomorrow, because we were prepared that this might happen. No breakfast menu tomorrow, everybody. But yeah, congrats on Scotty Barnes. Mobley, no sweat for me. That was obviously juice to all hell, but so far so good.
Josh called like the home run derby winner and wouldn't shut up about it.
Yeah,
I
and
was
then
on
the All-Star
vacation.
game MVP and Vlad's homer. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been knocking them out of the collective park for
True
long
skill.
shots.
True skill. So
Glad you recognize it.
Ben, who do you got going at 7 to the Warriors?
Book night. I mean, I did not think Giddy was going 6. That's for sure. So now it's starting. That's what I love about the draft. One domino can kind of derail all the picks because everyone starts panicking because guys weren't expected to be there. I think that's maybe where they go. But my guy that I'm really focused on is Moses Moody. That's the guy I need to go. Or top 10 would be preferable, but anywhere under 12 will work for me.
So you got action on that. What do you have?
I do under 12. So that's what I need with him. And I think he's going to. All these teams from really 7 to 11 can use a guy like that, can hit threes, play defense. That was one of the few drafts props that I felt really comfortable with this year.
So who do you think he goes to?
That's the thing. Me and Josh were talking about this a little. The reason I kind of like the bet is I didn't have a lean, but I think every single team from the Grizzlies or Charlotte or even the Warriors, all these teams are live to potentially grab him. And it felt like, okay, if I have 3, 4, or 5 chances, I'll live with that rather than being like, all right, it has to be this one specific team. And if I miss there, I'm completely toast.
Warriors at 7, Ben. Who are they going with? It's the biggest pick of the draft.
You tell me, man. You're riding high. Push it to the limit. Who are they going with?
If I'm the Warriors, I'm taking Franz Wagner. If they want to trade this pick, I'm probably taking Kuminga.
Yeah, I mean, he's the wild card. I think if you were talking like percentage to be the best player in this draft, he would be amongst the favorites. But percentage to be out of the league quickly, he'd also be amongst the favorites of the best guys.
Not a big fan of the name Wagner lately after the Mo Wagner, despite massive foul trouble, Ben, you know this, for the German team, goes and just
tough scene.
Annihilates Nigeria. You're lucky your power went out that night because I know you were looking to get Nigeria too. Bro, we were up by 13 late in the third and then just completely unraveled. But we came back. We hit those USA bets. We hit the what were we Czech bet? Were we going against Czech?
No, that's coming up.
Saturday, yeah.
Already. No, it's been good. I've been shorting Argentina. Shorted them again this morning.
Luis Scola, though, what a stud.
He is the
just
man.
missed the cover, man.
Silver Fox now. He's got a little gray. Looks great. Love Luis Scola. Huge fan of that guy.
Yeah, okay. So I went a little off the reservation with this USA and Czech Republic bet.
What'd you
I
get?
had the alternate line at minus 23.5 at even money.
I mean, I don't think that Iran and the Czech Republic are that different in talent. I think the U.S. is going to steamroll them similar to what they did to Iran.
I think so too. And you know why I feel good about this? Because we thought it was going to move. I got it at even money, 23.5. Or no, I'm sorry. I think I got it at like plus. I'll tell you right now what I have it at. Anyway, the line has since moved from 21 to 23.5 minus 110.
It's definitely, yeah. I mean, obviously it's a public side, but I also think it's the right side.
The public side isn't always the wrong side, though.
Definitely not. Definitely not. It's just, I'm not surprised to see the spread move, but at the same time, I think we got in good there. It's going to be very interesting to see. I know this is the NBA draft show, and we can talk about that. Japan and Argentina play, though. I want to see my man Rui go for like 50 in that game. Probably going to be on Japan in that one.
Better get those shots now. You got 800 more people coming in.
Yeah, well, all I know is that they just turned the draft off because we have a volcano.
A volcano in Philly. That is.
We got a tornado in the area, and they just hold on.
Well, that's okay. The Warriors have their pick, and they apparently are not making a trade with it yet.
I just put it on ESPN here. See what's going on. They just not.
What did you have it on?
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
I thought you were going to be watching with me, dude. I was trying to sync with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's nothing to sync.
Kuminga.
If that's what you're saying, then yes, Kuminga.
Yeah.
I hate that pick for Golden State unless they're trading him. So there's that.
Yo, isn't it funny though how many
and Draymond like that pick either?
It is funny how many of these guys are G League players in the top. Oh. What do we have? 3 now that are G League players in the top
2.
7?
2.
2?
It's just Kuminga and Green. Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was
Look
a
at
third.
suit.
What's
I mean,
that?
this is.
He's rocking the pseudo Lloyd Christmas here.
Dude,
I'd be very surprised if he is playing for the Warriors.
all right.
Yeah,
Because I just don't like. Well, 8 is interesting and is nice to me, but we don't have to talk about it yet. If you're the Warriors right now and you know that you've got 3 guys ready to go, you just saw the Lakers remove themselves from contention. Why not
remove themselves, really?
Why not try to take a shot? Package that stuff up. There's something out there.
Did I miss all the Russell Westbrook slander from you already?
No, I've been muted. I slandered him for like 2 hours on Twitter. I don't have any bullets left in the gun.
Yeah, look, there's no real defending that trade. If you're the
Eliminated
Lakers.
from contention, though? That's harsh.
Right. You heard that?
What do you mean? He just said it.
Oh, he said, so I was watching the draft.
Wow.
He said it earlier too. I said, I asked him specifically, Ben, I said, does it make them a worse team than they are? And he's saying, yes, it actually makes them worse than they were before he came over.
I think they have a lesser chance in the postseason than they did before.
That's pretty harsh. I mean, I defer to you on how it's going to fit. I totally get that. I do think, though, one of the things that he does do well is he can keep, he plays extremely hard. He plays all the games. Like, priority with LeBron is get him to the postseason healthy and feeling good. And Westbrook does help in that specific regard.
That is true. Like, it's funny you say that. There are games where if LeBron needs rest, needs to take some time off, that Russell Westbrook can just kind of take over. He doesn't need to be great. He's not a guy you're looking for in the postseason, but is he the type of player that can just dominate possessions and play 40 minutes, 82 games out of the year? He can. Is that enough? Probably not. I don't know. And the Clippers have just been a colossal disaster anyway, so I don't know what to expect from them. Granted, Kawhi Leonard was out, but like, who's the most threatening team in the West right now outside of the Lakers?
I mean, it could be the Warriors if they
could be. You're right.
If they trade 7-14 and Wiseman or in some sort of package.
Yeah.
I mean, look, defending the Lakers just became a lot easier for the Phoenix Suns.
Orlando Wagner at number 8.
The Clipper, like, okay, here's a question for you. If LeBron could just simply switch places with Kawhi Leonard right now, do you think he would do it?
If LeBron could?
Yep.
With Kawhi Leonard. So he'd have Paul. Yep. He'd have the Reclamation Project, Reggie Jackson, who had a great postseason. He'd have Marcus Morris. He'd have Ivica Zubats, right?
Yeah.
And that's it.
I'd say no.
Nick Batum. I don't think he'd do it.
Well, look, and we have to take away like the mystique. Just like if he wanted to win the NBA title in 21-22, switching teams and going to the Clippers would make him a significantly bigger favorite.
No way.
Yes.
No, Ben, you're the guest here. Tell me what you think.
No, I mean, I don't think. I'm not saying this is a great trade or even a good trade. I don't think it's. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think it's that bad. If they can, I don't know who they're going to build around these 3 with. Creative players, obviously, but that's all right if they can get there healthy. I want to see. I'm not completely sold that the Clippers are doing anything either. So,
Gene Smith
I legitimately have no idea how they fill out their roster.
Gene Smith says AD is potentially the best player in the NBA. No, he's not. He's not. He's good. He's phenomenal, but he's not potentially the best player in the league.
I mean, when he's healthy, he's sort of just like he's sort of Giannis, but with a shot.
That seems good.
What's that?
Giannis,
I mean, we watched him be the best defensive player in basketball 2 years ago and be functional offensively to win an NBA title.
Would you take Anthony Davis over Durant? Would you take Anthony Davis over Steph Curry?
For 1 year, for next year.
For like this year, like this coming year?
Uh-huh.
I would take Kevin Durant before I took AD.
Okay. What about Steph Curry?
I would take Anthony Davis.
What about LeBron James? Obviously, assuming they're not on the same team. Ben?
I'd take LeBron.
I would too.
So would I.
What about
So would I.
Giannis?
I'll let Josh go first, and I'll say, yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Which team? What team are they on?
No.
I think that's a coin flip for me.
Would you take AD or Luka? There you go. Not the best player in the league. That's all I was trying to prove.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's the best player in the league either.
But he's definitely top. Like, could you argue AD top 5? Absolutely, you could argue AD top 5.
He's just sort of like the perfect guy, like Giannis. Look, yeah, I mean, Giannis obviously went crazy ham in the finals to a way that I didn't totally expect. But AD, much like Giannis, is going to need another guy that's the main initiator of offense. So they're in the same mold, at least. There it is. It's on the screen, baby. Let's talk about it. Orlando selecting Franz Wagner, number 8. Cleaning my plate. I'm licking it all off and everything. It's good stuff.
So Orlando now has you can't be upset about what they've done in the first 8. They got 2 of the top 8 picks. You can't be upset about that.
They have knocked this draft out of the park as far as I'm concerned. This is the best they could have expected for me.
Sure. But you know what's interesting, Ben, is you now still have James Bouknight that if you're coming up and you're the Kings who have just consistently made head-scratching picks year after year, if you're the Sacramento Kings, do you go Bouknight here and just take the best available?
See, this is where it gets interesting because, like, I would assume they weren't really planning for him to be around,
Right.
and they were looking like I thought potentially Wagner could go to them, maybe Moody could go to them. I kind of hope that's where they go. Yeah, I mean the Kings, they're on permanent punishment from the Luka draft. That was very, very, very bad. But I don't know. I mean, I'll pass it back to you guys. Do you think? I mean, he may be the best available player, but is that the best fit?
I think they're going Sengun here.
Who?
The guy from
Alperen
Turkey?
Sengun. Yeah.
No, I just couldn't hear what you said. Yeah.
Sengun.
Right.
Yeah. That's my expectation.
Well, it would be interesting, though. If Buddy Hield is on the trading block, then maybe Bouknight makes more sense. Now, granted, you still have Tyrese Halliburton. That was a solid pick, by the way. Very solid pick.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm not saying every pick they make, but I feel
Doesn't
like
redeem the bad one. What were they picking in that draft? 2 or 3?
in which one? The Bagley one?
Oh yeah, Where did Bagley go?
Bagley would have to be 2 because Ayton was.
Oh no, he
1.
went 2. Yeah, 2.
Ayton was 1, and then Trey and Luka. Yeah, so
Not good.
after Bagley, of course. But I feel like maybe it's possible. But you have De'Aaron. Let's be honest. The Kings have a couple good players. Like they're not. It's not the worst team in the league. It's just, are they good enough to make it? They're not the worst team in the league. They're not even bottom 5.
They haven't made the playoffs in like 20 years.
They're not bottom 5 in the league.
Well, it's not Sengun.
Is it Moody?
De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton. I don't know. Oh, wow. Okay.
I
I
like
feel
it.
like I almost feel like we have to keep Ben on here until Moody gets picked.
Great. Just watch me. Wow. I didn't. Now I see the pick too.
Because I don't want to see you tilt, but the fact that you told
I'm
me
not. I'm on a non-tilting. I have one less TV in this house from tennis tilting this week. There's no
Ben
tilting going
threw
on
a
here.
remote control through one of his TVs the other day. That's
not true. Fake news. I
It's
threw a remote and it happened to hit my TV, but I wasn't trying to destroy it.
But you threw it in the direction of the TV.
Yeah, I misjudged. It was a bad toss.
What were you going over it?
No, I was trying to get there's a little stand and
Oh, you were aiming.
I just I don't know.
There's no good explanation for this. You threw a remote at your
Believe me, I
TV.
tried all my good explanations on May. I was like, you should have seen this. I was just trying to toss it, and it took a weird flip. There was
it's
no
not
good
bad.
explanation.
Now, was she asleep or awake at the time?
She was in the other room watching something else, and then she came into the bedroom, and the TV looked like a bomb went off on it. Sam Query, you can all thank him.
That's
But-
amazing. Oh yeah, that was well. If that match wasn't postponed the rain, it's probably over, right?
Or if he, just we're not going to go down this rabbit hole of tennis, but this is an interesting pick for Sacramento.
It's a terrible pick.
Okay, sure, why not?
Davian
I think he's going to be
Mitchell
really good though.
at number 9. Yeah, Ben, where are you at on Davian Mitchell? You're a big college guy.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he certainly looked outstanding in the tournament. Now, maybe that's a product of just playing in a team that was just rolling at the time, but I like what he brings. I really do. I don't know if it's the perfect fit or whatnot, but I have no problem with the player. It's more that was that the best move for the Kings, specifically with Book Knight still out there and my guy Moody still out there.
We have almost 60,000 subscribers on the main Awesemo handle, Josh, or on the main Awesemo YouTube channel.
Yeah.
We just started up the Awesemo Fantasy Football channel. We just hit 5,000 subscribers today, so I'm stoked. But let me get our boy Josh Ingleman to pump this a little bit. We're at 433 here. We literally, when I say just started this channel, we're talking like a week ago, Josh. We're at 433. And the least we can do is get us to close to 500 by the end of tonight's show.
I mean, I was just going to try to get everybody to get to 450. I was going to go with
I'm
some.
saying close. I mean, you got to make some
Yeah,
big
but
goals.
when you set your goals too high, you end up looking like some of these other teams, like the Kings right now. I would love for you guys to subscribe to this channel and get to 450. Loughy wants you guys to get to 500, and I don't disagree. We're going to get there regardless. I'd like to get there faster than not, for sure. But hit the subscribe button on this channel. We are pumping out tons of betting content. And spoiler alert, I was giving you Scotty Barnes on this channel days ago. You could have already had this. I gave you Franz Wagner days ago. You could have had this. And all you had to do was subscribe to the Awesemo Odds channel. I'm not making it up. Check the tape. It's out there.
We do have the records. We keep for everyone who does watch the breakfast menu. Me and Josh have the records of every single pick.
I heard, Ben, you would have been very proud of my dessert pick last week as well, dude. Very proud.
What'd you go with? Strong hands, buy it in the crypto markets?
No, Josh, I've bragged about this to Josh on like 8 different occasions because it was so absurd, but it hit.
It did hit.
It was, oh, God.
Somebody for a certain amount of strikeouts.
7+ Ks coming off the DL.
Yeah.
And then he had 7 strikeouts in 4 innings. And then what did we parlay it with? It was a cross-sport bet, remember, for the NBA Finals. Oh, no. Devin Booker over 30 points at like plus 380. And we slammed it, Ben.
Sounds like a good time.
I told Josh, I said, Ben would be proud of me filling in here on a Saturday breakfast menu. So,
well, I hope you bring some of that next week because I'm sure you'll be getting that message soon enough in our Slack about I need someone to join me for the buffet because Josh is going to wherever.
I hit Scotty Barnes and I'm taking my profits and going on vacay.
Yeah.
Where are you going, Josh?
I'm on vacation starting tomorrow.
Where are you going?
Well, I mean, I don't want half of these goons trying to follow me everywhere I go, but I'm going to Asheville for like 5 days, and then I'm going camping for like a couple more days.
Okay. You're not doing one of those stupid staycations?
No. More than anything, look, COVID was a long time, and we took a little break from sports for a bit, and then they came back aggressively, and we haven't really taken much of a break since the beginning of July or mid-July, whenever baseball finally came back. It's been like close to 1.5 years since I've taken a vacation. It's been a year straight of cranking out NBA content. I just want to get away from technology and take a break.
For sure. Ben, I'm going to Burundi next month.
Good for you. Not going to give you that city. It's a weird name.
Are you going there because your house got knocked down in that phony tornado?
No, Ben knows every capital of basically every country in the world. And I was watching a documentary the other day on the deadliest roads in Burundi where these dudes drive bicycles with 500 pounds of bananas on the back of them. to make banana beer, and they got to drive miles and miles. It's the craziest thing. They'll grab onto the back of trucks. Either way, Ben, what's the capital of Burundi?
I don't
You
know.
don't know it.
I don't.
It's the first time I've stumped you.
Central Africa, man, is a very, very difficult.
Mongolia.
No,
Oh,
I'm calling in a lifeline. What's the capital of Burundi, bro?
absolutely no idea, but Vlad Jr. just hit a homer, so I'm
What
very
about
happy with
Mongolia,
my
Ben?
life.
Ulaanbaatar.
I told you the guy knows it.
1 and
All right,
1.
Eric,
We can take that.
Give
Disgusting.
Ben an obscure country. Eric Linkvist, by the way, everybody. Eric Linkvist on Twitter. What's
What
up,
is
brother?
Memphis doing?
Bhutan.
Eric, give Ben a country to name the
Bhutan?
capital of. Make it as,
Bhutan.
make it as obscure. What is it?
Bhutan.
Thimphu.
I think it's Bhutan. It's literally Bhutan, isn't it?
It's Thimpalu or Thimphu,
Oh,
something
really?
like that. It
Oh,
starts
God.
with
Now we're fact checking 5 seconds, and I'm a fun house guest.
Gosh, give him a capital of any country. And in
Oh,
chat,
he just got that. Holy shit!
I told
Yemen.
you, it's dude. I used to
Yemen?
bring him on. I used to bring him on
Santa.
Sirius. I used to bring him on Sirius XM every Saturday, and me and both of the producers, the producer and the associate producer, every time would ask him, and no one ever stumped him once. It's amazing. I can't believe I got him.
the Burundi. You could have ended that game years
I
ago.
got you.
Yeah,
I
that's
got
tough one.
Kazakhstan.
Astana.
Dude, it's
Oh,
absurd.
and I knew that you were going to get it wrong. You didn't get it right.
No, it's
You got it wrong.
what is it? Nur Sultan?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's that garbage. I still say Astana.
Oh my god!
Are they the same place?
I don't know. The stand countries, no offense to anyone who may be from them, they change capitals lawlessly in those countries. I don't know
Whoa,
what's going
man.
on.
Anytime somebody leads something with no offense, it's going to be offensive to somebody.
Anytime someone mentions
Automatically.
Kazakhstan, all I can think of is
Borat.
Agazatay.
Borat. Done.
Yeah, Nur Sultan, I guess, is their new capital. I don't know what goes on.
So
Somebody asked me
another
what-
shocker just went down.
Oh no. Zaire Williams, really?
It's really not a
Okay.
shocker considering I need Moody to go in one of these picks. And just
When do you
society,
need him to go? 12 inside 12, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
12's
good.
a push. I think.
This is-
Two to go. Two to go.
Let me look.
Okay,
up.
so Zaire Williams goes at 10 to the Memphis Grizzlies. Can I just real quick, not to derail us, but the Dodgers are really getting, Josh, it's happening, Max Scherzer and Trey Turner.
Jesus.
It's
Amazing.
unbelievable.
I don't understand that Zaire Williams pick.
I don't understand Max Scherzer and Trey Turner going to a team that has everybody already.
12.
Wow.
So
I
Zaire
don't-
Williams at 10. Ben, you have 2 more picks to hit on this Moody.
Glad to show up.
not-
We
I'm
need him to
looking
go
for Bhutan.
to Charlotte or San Antonio.
Charlotte. Just
Who do you
it.
got going next, Eric?
Not Moody.
Thanks,
That's the
bro.
answer. I just love you so much. That's what it is. I mean, Chris Duarte, I'll go him in. Yeah.
I would not be surprised if Moody went here to Charlotte.
I'm not going to use my one time, but it would be nice.
Use it. You might as well.
No.
He would
You got
fit
to
really
lose.
well on Charlotte. He's not a guy that's going to like aggressively need the ball. He can knock down three. He shot 38% from three on 145 attempts last year. Good free throw shooter. Great on ball defense. I think this fits pretty well for Charlotte if they wanted to go Moody.
Just do it.
Yeah.
They have to have like their 48th guard, though. That's what they're looking for.
Well, Devontae Graham's a restricted free agent. He's going to be a backup. Terry Rozier, I don't think, is going to be long for Charlotte.
No.
I think
They gotta-
Moody can
they
slot
gotta
in
mix
pretty
it
well
up.
there.
It's never easy. It's
Yeah, I don't know. At this point, like Ben's saying, it's pretty much just going to go against them.
yeah.
Seems
no,
it.
the
It
universe.
definitely seems it.
I hope it doesn't, though. I hope it doesn't.
I'm torn. I'm like 50-50. I want to see the reaction either way.
You've seen that reaction before Wednesday night golf lock when I'm sweating either soccer or college basketball.
It's outrageous. There was that one show that we literally could not get anything done because we were watching it was some awful soccer game that you put in the sports betting chat.
That
I
doesn't
ended up
narrow it
betting
down,
on. It
unfortunately.
was, I don't know. It was a crazy sweat though. It's awfully fun.
Yo, we have Rookie of the Year props on DraftKings. Right now, Cade Cunningham plus 250, Jalen Green plus 450, Mobley plus 550. Now that we know where they're playing, because that's more important. That's as important as anything, right? Like if you're
Definitely.
the best player playing on a team that doesn't need you right away, and understandably, most of these teams need players right away, but sometimes they ease them into things. Who do you think has the best odds or the best shot at winning MVP based on their landing spot?
Jalen Green.
Green.
Mobley for me.
What? I mean, alongside Christian Wood, there's just no way that he's going to get enough usage to do anything viable to win a Rookie of the Year. Like, no shot.
Who?
Mobley.
What are you talking about?
Oh, he said Mobley. I'm sorry.
Mobley, yeah. Christian Wood was on
I
that.
said Mowgli from the Jungle Book?
No, I might.
You were thinking Wood was still on Detroit.
Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's all
I
like,
literally had it flip flopped for me. Yeah, no, it's definitely Jalen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Chris,
That's
vote
not-
him off the island, man.
it's fine. Literally has one drink and just can't function.
Come on the Mobley train. There's still plenty of room. We just
Also, the answer Mobley is just wrong.
Okay.
That's
Well,
Don't worry, I'll give you Jalen Green on the breakfast menu so you can get it.
Why is
Been
it
alongside
wrong?
Jared
Why is
Allen.
it
At the
wrong,
current
though?
iteration, no shot.
Dude, the MVP is horse shit Rookie of the Year is horse shit anyway. Why is it crazy to think a 7 foot 215 big man that can kind of do everything and rack up stats everywhere can't win the MVP? That's what these
Because they don't give it to people that rack up stats everywhere. They give it to volume shooters. That's why that shit happens.
Okay.
Jalen Green is going to take every shot he possibly can alongside Kevin Porter Jr. next year. He's just going to gun. He's going to get there based on raw scoring. Like Anthony Edwards almost did it just because LaMelo got hurt.
Anthony Edwards was nowhere close, actually, even though LaMelo got hurt.
He finished second.
You got a lot
What
of
do you mean he was
votes.
nowhere close?
Yeah, because who would have finished third, bro?
yeah, someone has to finish.
The guy that I thought should have won it.
Finishing second doesn't mean anything.
Not happening.
I mean, Iran finished second in the USA and Iran game. They lost by 56.
It's a hell of a point.
Jalen Green, baby. Jalen
Oh
Green.
my. Oh
Telling you.
my. No, did you guys see 11?
I saw it even before it happened because it's never easy.
Dave Bush,
Too good. Oh
That's
my
an
God.
interesting pick. You kind of got to scoop it up at that point. I'm not a book night guy. I think he slipped for a reason.
But Josh, just to go back to what you're saying about Woj, Charlotte gets a surprise at number 11. James Booknight is available. I mean, come on. It's hilarious that he has to disguise his knowledge, but man, that's funny.
He's either going to be awesome or awful. There's no middle ground for him.
What about his Rookie of the Year odds?
0.
His Rookie of the Year odds are at plus
0%.
1,500. 6 best odds.
Wouldn't take it if they put another 0 on it.
All
Why
right.
not?
Yeah, tell us how
Unless
you
the
really
balls
feel.
all die in like a plane crash or something, he's not going to have the ball enough. It's the Awesemo Odds channel. I can say whatever I want.
Oh, I don't.
We
I
get
don't
to
care what-
500 subscribers and then we have to start back at 1. It's like Candyland down to the beginning.
Calm
Well-
down, Brian McKnight.
Ben, let's be fair. We
Fine.
were on our main
Poor
channel
Bill.
and he said whatever he wanted.
That's a fair
Still in
point.
the NBA 2K stream. So what's it matter?
Those were the days.
That was fun, man.
That's when we didn't know if the world was going to come back, man. We might as well burn it all down at that point, right? No?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
I got one more pick left in me, and then you will either see me on another stream or you'll never see me again. It's one of the two. Let's go, Moody.
Here it comes. Oh man,
It'll
I'm
be the Turkish
nervous
guy.
for you now. Oh,
John-
it will be.
It might be Sengun, but like you already have a very solid center. I don't know. I don't think you take him if you have Jakob Poeltl. I know that sounds stupid, but
Josh, if I put another 0 on Josh Giddey, would you take him to win MVP?
where did he
MVP?
get drafted?
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Rookie of the Year. Right?
It's like,
Yeah, you can put another 0 on MVP. I don't think he's
Rookie of the
going there.
Year.
I don't even remember where he got drafted. Oklahoma City?
He's plus
Yeah,
25.
I hated that pick. No, I'm not taking it. They'll probably shut him down in September.
All right. So who would you guys take then? Ben already gave us Mobley. Josh, you said Green.
Yes.
Who would you take, Eric, to win the Rookie of the Year?
I mean, I'd probably take Green in this spot just off of volume. I mean, for me, I was just meant to say Jared Allen with Evan Mobley, but Evan Mobley's a really good basketball player. He just seems like a guy that could never win a Rookie of the Year. Like, what's he gonna do to what possible quality can he do stat stuffing that some dude in a better situation isn't going to do? And the Rockets play at a ridiculous pace. They're terrible, but he's going to average 20 and 5 and 5. So there you go.
Evan Mobley is the guy that I'll say should have won Rookie of the Year by the time we get to February and March, and we'll have no chance.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That is fair. That's probably a decent
That's the right way to look at it.
It's just not. That's just they don't hand that award out to the guy that actually is the best. They hand it out to the guy that has the highest point per game average.
The scenario where Mobley wins Rookie of the Year, Cleveland goes to the playoffs. Like, that's got to be it. Like, he would have to be like such a difference maker defensively too, and Cleveland's just not very good. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, you're not dragging Colin Sexton and Darius Garland to anything other than another lottery selection.
No.
Other than a shootout. Yeah.
What up, Fields?
And what a wild year for the Rockets, because there was a stretch there where they had like 7 to 8 guys active every night. Felt like for a month.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Those were wild times.
Yeah, they're playing. Everyone's playing 40 minutes a night.
Such a sham, too.
It was crazy. And Kevin Porter, Eric Gordon was out. John Wall was out. Wood was out for a while. It was just crazy. Gene Smith says Green will not average 20 points per game. Josh, what would you set, and Eric and Ben, if you got the snap answer, what would you set the line at if you had to take Jalen Green over under 19 and a half points per game for the season?
Like in terms of a
I
line?
just gave like a snapshot 20 points per game.
Under. I mean, the answer for me is under.
Yeah, I'd put the under at like minus 175.
Okay, so kind of heavy on the under.
I mean, I just said 20 is like an ancillary top of my head number to like, if he goes 25 and 5, he wins Rookie of the Year. Not close, because I don't see anybody else in this class doing that. Like, Cade Cunningham's on a terrible basketball team, but I don't know. I just don't think Cade Cunningham's going to be like the volume scorer they think he is.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Agreed. I mean, I would expect Jalen Green to have like a slightly worse rookie year than Anthony Edwards.
I guess the big debate is also how you evaluate somebody playing in the G League as opposed to playing college ball. And I mean, I value G League higher. And it's hard to not compete. I mean, he's playing against professional basketball players that are, entry level 14th, 15th men on the end of the bench in the NBA kind of guys day in, day out. In college, you're playing in like these ridiculous conferences out west here, and Gonzaga just stomps everybody. It's hard to like say automatically that Jalen Suggs is going to be it, or that, Cade Cunningham in the Big 12 is going to be it. Outside of Baylor, it's just a joke. Kansas was way down this year. It's like, I don't know.
Sure. And here it is, by the way, pick 12. Ben needs, you didn't get it.
Oh,
Oh
good.
my God.
Lovely.
Josh Primo.
This
I'm
draft
serious.
is spiraling.
I'm serious.
right.
Josh.
Who?
Uh,
I didn't know if that was like
he's a legit crazy shooter.
So hold on a second. I'm just pulling up the first mock draft that I can find on Google just to see where people had him going.
I'd go to
He's not going to be high at all.
Dude,
He can shoot.
Hold
but
on.
I don't get it.
CBS had him go 32nd overall, second round.
My God.
So hold on. This is a Philadelphia Eagles pick right here. I'm not even joking. NBA.com. I don't
Did
even know
Pop
if
click on the wrong name because he's in Tokyo or something?
Hold on. 29 to the Suns. So Ben, I mean, based on
You see?
this, I don't mean to laugh. It's just the
No, you
most
can laugh.
egregious.
Okay.
It's the most absurd thing ever. It's a guy that was projected in the second round.
There it is. And the USA scores in the 89th minute because I have Qatar plus a half a goal. This is how it starts. That is really disturbing.
Ben, what do you do with your life? Are you going to wake up tomorrow?
So
Yeah.
sick.
Do you have other TVs you can break?
Run out of TVs.
Make a Best Buy run.
Will you at least hang around so we can see if Moody goes at 13?
You know he's going.
Yeah, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to be hanging around shortly too.
Oof.
Oh my God.
Stop.
Primo?
John, that's the type of stuff. What, he takes the stethoscope off the wall and
Oh, look at you, keep going.
well, you can't get me started.
13 is in as well.
Oh God.
Ben, I'm so sorry.
I don't understand the Spurs pick.
You don't like Josh Primo?
He's the youngest player in the draft.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't know who Josh Primo was.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of Alabama basketball, and but really?
So essentially, there's no way the Spurs could find someone to trade up to 12, right? I mean, they had to have tried.
To trade out of 12, you mean?
The Spurs couldn't find anyone to trade up to the 12 spot, meaning they couldn't trade out of it.
I mean, surely they could have for anything. Second rounder or something.
Did he averaged 8 and 4 last year at Alabama?
Yeah.
But he's
So
a great
bad.
shooter.
Oh, that's great. 38% from 3 with the college stripe. Great. Oh my God.
That was a 1-2 punch. Wow. I knew something was going on. I just get a text. All it says is ouch. Like, I don't even know what that refers to, soccer or the draft, but that sums it up nicely.
Wait, what happened with soccer?
I had a bet on Qatar in the Gold Cup, and it was 0-0 till the 89th minute, and then the USA just put one in, which is great in life because I root for the US, but I would have preferred they did that in extra time.
Dude, that's awful.
What is going on?
Big wingspan on Primo.
Oh, well, you know what? This mock draft had him going at 20, so that's not as bad.
Yeah, if you
So
round
bad.
down severely, it's almost okay.
There are people falling right now that I
God.
I legitimately don't understand why it's happening.
Oh, God.
Who's the Pacers?
Yeah, and I don't like the Pacers pick either.
There he is. Yeah, that made more sense. I mean,
Yeah, Uno
least it
said
wasn't
we need more
Moody.
Ben Sweat streams. Dude, these are a blast. I mean, these are fun.
Wait till college football starts. We got a month. It's going to get dangerously insane.
Right here on the odds channel.
Yes, sir. We're going to have to do a couple. I'm going to wrangle you guys for Saturday night live after lock for college football. Pick a game.
Oh, I'm in. I mean,
Get after it.
not my forte, but I'll just tail you on whatever and we'll have some fun.
I feel like Indiana just sniped Golden State's guy at 14.
Oh, and Qatar missed a penalty earlier. That's even better. Thank you, chat.
I think Chris Duarte was about to go to Golden State at 14 after they took Kuminga at 7. Duarte could have played immediately. Fantastic shooter. You can pop him out there and create some spacing. And now that's not the case. But they've also now had the ability to get somebody else that's been tumbling because unfortunately everybody keeps getting drafted randomly.
So
right
who's
now.
best available right now?
still Keon.
It's
You
Alperen
must be
Sengun
happy
for
with
me, but there's no
Duarte.
way they're taking
Your
Sengun.
boy.
You don't think
Dude, I love
Moody's
Duarte. I
You don't
love,
think-
yeah,
you
I
don't
love
think-
that guy.
You don't think Moody's best available?
It's gonna
It's
be.
close.
I can't wait to wake up tomorrow, and it's just like, man, Moody, shocking,
I mean-
undrafted. Where will he sign in free agency? It's like, yep, poor
Trey
guy.
Murphy's going here.
All right, this is my last pick, and then I'll have you three.
Could be Moody. Could be Moody. I
Take it.
think if this isn't Trey Murphy, it's Moody.
You're talking about 14 to the
Yep.
border?
Yeah, I think this was going to be Duarte, and it's not now. I think Murphy fits in terms of getting that shooter on the wing, but being able to get Moody now, I think, is important because he should have been gone. Or in theory, this is just spot on. But
Josh, your hanging around comment made us lose 5 subscribers.
that's not true.
We lost 5.
Yeah, but how many do we gain?
I don't know. I mean,
Oh, you're talking net.
no, I'm talking like last time I looked, and then you made the comment.
Well,
We have to start kind of baking those into our analytics. Like if you're on the show, we have to budget for a dip in the subscriber
You got to
base
break a
little.
few eggs if you want to make an omelet, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess so. All right, Ben.
What?
So what?
He's so pissed. It's fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
No,
I'm so
it's-
sorry. Mainly because I know that you had more invested than the 3 of us combined on that.
Nah, it's nothing. It's nothing too. It's not like DEFCON. Honestly, I'm more mad about Qatar. They had no business losing 1-0 in that game. That's just stupid. But
Cutter.
what were you gonna say, Luffy?
I said it's Cutter.
Thank you. You should go
Isn't
to
it?
the World Cup. Yeah, I think it is. Who cares? They don't deserve. They don't deserve the proper pronunciation at this point. I hope they take the World Cup from them. They shouldn't even be in this. First of all, not to get on a rant, but it's a North American tournament. Oh, let's just bring in Qatar. That's real smart. From Asia, just get them on over here. Like it's Mexico, Canada, the U.S., and Qatar. Okay, like I don't.
Wait,
There's-
this is World Cup?
No. This is just this is the
Olympic.
Gold Cup. This is just like
Mhm.
it's like the Euros, but for North America.
What's
Are
up with
they-
the Olympics then for the men's soccer?
Well, those teams are under 23.
Oh, okay. I see. I don't know anything about this.
Apparently, neither do I.
We're
So
aware.
you're in good company.
Aren't you allowed like 1 or 2 players over 23 or something? Am I thinking of the wrong sport?
Chris
That might
Karen
be
is
true.
shaking his head. Yes, our producer shaking.
Okay.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
would.
I thought you were allowed like a couple guys that were over 23 because like there was somebody on the women's team that there was a couple women I think that were like over and they were debating about
Wait.
who it would be or something.
So which one isn't allowed to be over 23? This Gold Cup?
No, the Olympics.
The Olympics, you can't be over 23?
Yeah, I think it's over 23, right? Isn't
How
that what
old-
we were just talking
Wait,
about?
for women too?
I think it's like men and women. Yeah, you're allowed
Not
like
for
the women.
23.
Dude, there's no way Megan Rapinoe's under 23.
Oh
Moses
yeah, no,
Moody.
that's right. Oh shit, there it is.
Or like Ertz, Julia. They gotta be over 23.
There goes your boy, Ben.
Oh, he went at
Should've chosen to play.
14. Moses Moody at 14.
Wow.
Yep.
Can you?
Well, folks, subscribe to that channel, please. Mercy subscribes. That's my cue.
Subscribes.
It's
I
been
think that's
fun.
everybody's cue, man. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, great kid in the chat. Olympic rules: only 2 players over 23. That's
There you go.
That's what it
Well,
was.
here's what I know. It's been fun hanging out with you guys. If you haven't hit that
Yes.
thumbs up yet, you enjoyed hanging out with us, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We love doing this. Appreciate Alex coming on, Rinpack, of course, Eric, and our boy Ben. We feel for him, but he'll get it back. The man is a professional bettor, and he knows how it goes. And of course, Josh Ingeman. What do we got going on here on the channel and everywhere else over the next coming weeks?
I have absolutely no idea because I'm going on vacation.
You couldn't.
I'm going to
even-
record a football video tomorrow. I've got MLB strategy show in the morning. And that's it. I'm done then. I don't have
Ben.
anything until like the second week of August.
Ben, let me ask somebody that can at least pretend to know things.
Yeah, I can
What's
pretend.
I'm not
going
going to
on?
lie to the people, man. I have no idea.
Oh my
No,
God.
we've got
What's-
you covered.
what's
And
up,
I
Eric?
do want to
I'm
give
like, yeah, I don't know.
go.
Wow.
Okay, now I can say some useful
please,
things about
yes,
the
sure,
company. Obviously, here at the Awesemo Odds channel, we're going to still be pumping out whether it's college football, NFL, all those things leading you up to the season. But I want to give a quick shout out to you. You guys have been putting in some great work on the Awesemo Fantasy Football channel. That is coming fast and furious. Drafts are being done every day, whether it's best ball, season-long, dynasty. Loughy and the whole team over there have you covered. I hopped on a show with Eitan the other day. It was a ton of fun. So make sure to get over there and get ready for your drafts because that is coming just as quickly as everything else in terms of, the NFL and college season.
Yeah, and if you like college football, You got to check out the podcast. First of all,
Yes.
the name is awesome. Betting You. I love it. It reminds me of Last Chance You over at Netflix, which was just phenomenal series, except there's less cursing and telling people they're a waste of space and a piece of shit, and more so college football analysis and college sports analysis. Check that out. You can check it out in the Apple Podcast, Google Play, or Google Podcast, whatever it is. We got you. Spotify, any of the podcast platforms. We got you. Am I right, Ben?
Oh, spot on. Absolutely. So excited about doing that podcast only content. And if you guys know Matt Gajeski, and I know most of you do, there's nobody
Crush.
better in the college football space. So he's got all the info that you need, and we're super excited to have him on the team.
You guys crush, dude. Absolutely do.
That's a sport I actually win at betting. That's one I've got covered. College football is my best sport, so I'm very
That's what I
excited
look
for
to you
that.
for all the time.
Does Cutter
I
have
look
a
to
football team?
Let's not talk about Cutter anymore. Just save for the World Cup.
Eric, take us out, man. What else you got going on? And we'll get out of here for the night. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been a blast. MLB shows here and there, obviously with my boy Ben over there. Him and I just running the PGA streets for the Live Before Locks on Wednesdays. Always a good time. Just absolutely love working and hanging with him. And also the fantasy football stuff. I've been doing some of that with you and with Loughy, with Ben, with everybody over here. Excited about all of that. Month and a half left of prep. Stoked about it.
We'll talk to you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to our boy Chris Karen for putting together a really nice show here as well.
Yes.
We'll see you back here very shortly. Next time, whenever. What do we got coming up next? What can we do a watch party for? There's got to be something, right?
I would have done it for
Preseason
free
game.
agent, but I won't be around.
Uh,
Little
I have no
preseason NFL. Hall of Fame
there you
game.
go, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Get
do
after it.
the Hall of Fame game, baby.
I'm busy
go.
that day.
We'll figure some out. For sure, we're doing primetime regular season NFL games. There's no doubt about that. We'll have a blast. Thanks, guys. And hey, by the way, tell your friends about the channel, about Awesemo and all of that good stuff. We'd appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon. It's the Awesemo Odds channel, the live watch party NBA draft show. Peace.